Flood and fire. Both are extremes that are affecting different parts of our country. I start with this tonight because it is the greatest urgency for the people living in those areas. Not everything's political, so let's focus in on these people. And also, look, there is no good news out of these scenarios, but seemingly the situation in Townsville has gotten better. However, the focus now moves a little further north, about halfway between Townsville and Cairns. Don't hit me on the absolute kilometres, but basically halfway. The city of Ingham. Now, Ingham is a small but beautiful part of Queensland, and it is being absolutely smashed. It has been smashed where it has been cut off, it has no power, there are problems with drinking water, there are mass evacuations, there are all sorts of problems that are happening in that part of Queensland right now. Here are some of the people that are caught up in it. Now, strength and love to everyone in Ingham tonight.
There's so many properties around here that are so heavily affected by it.
In all my lifetime, I've never experienced so much water since I've lived here in Ingham.
Never seen anything like it. Bloody, it's hard. It's hard. A lot of people are doing it tough. Very, very tough.
I should also say when it comes to Townsville that there have still been plenty of evacuations and evacuation centres. I'm not pretending there's no story there, but the epicentre of the problems in North Queensland right now, the most urgent is what is happening right now in and around in Ingham. This is the latest that the Queensland authorities are telling the locals, and I pass on to you tonight via Sky News Regional, Flash or Foxtel.
We have more police on the ground than possibly ever before. We have almost 600 police working across the region, assisted by about 140 police who have been deployed from other areas, coupled with hundreds of SES volunteers. And as we heard earlier, there are hundreds more on the way, not only from down south, but from interstate.
Yeah, in a second I'm going to check in with someone in Ingham for the latest information, how the town's holding up and whether they are getting the support that they so desperately need. Stick around for that, because obviously if you're in the middle of it, you desperately want to know. If you, like me, love the people all over this country, particularly regional Australia, well, you want to know exactly what help is on its way. Meantime, fires. Now, you haven't heard a lot about these because, again, it seems like the media can only kind of handle one thing at a time. But we know that there have been some fires in and around the Grampians in Victoria. We know there has been several properties and lots of evacuations. This is the latest that we hear from them about the events of the past couple of days. And again, I say it for the umpteenth time, strength and love to everyone dealing with this stuff.
It's really challenging, forested terrain. We've got rocky escarpment, so we can't necessarily just, what we traditionally do is use bulldozers to cut lines in around these fires and then do backburning operations or burning out operations to remove the fuel from in front of these fires. That is really difficult.
So we're keeping an eye on all of it. If you are in a position to communicate with us, please do so. paul@skynews.com.au if you would like a message to go out to the rest of the country, to the officials about help that is greater needed. But as always, thanks to everyone who's the volunteer, thanks to everyone who is in the community helping a neighbour, a stranger, family or friend, and thank you to everyone whose full-time job is to go towards people on the toughest days of their lives. A grateful nation says thank you.